Hey guys, welcome back. The second game in week 5 of the Rainbow Cup SA is the Lions versus the Sharks. Very important game for the Sharks to win it if they want to still gun for that top spot. But yeah, it can be quite close heading into that last game of the Rainbow Cup SA. So this one between the Lions and the Sharks, you can see they basically have a second team there. They changed a lot of their players. I think a lot of it is down to the Springbok resting protocols. The Lions, on the other hand, probably not a lot of guys in that Springbok fold at the moment. So they have their preferred team as well, their strongest team. And that's probably down to them playing so well last week and beating the Bulls. Who thought that was going to happen? So they picked their strongest team. Up front, Nchunu, Van Vieren and Herbst is the front row for the Sharks. The Herbst, big game for him there. He will want to show what he can do. He will want to be better than Sadi on the park, but Sadi has been so strong. So Herbst up against Sitole is a big game. Nchunu, if you remember last time he played against the Lions, I think it was also where he scored that massive try where he just ran so far. It could also be a game like that for him. Kieran Van Vieren, he's at the hooker. I prefer him at hooker. I think he's a better hooker for the team so far. Jaco Visagie at the hooker for the Lions. He's been kind of settling the team down as well. Rubens Koeman, Notnagel. It's a quiet but good lock pairing for the Lions there. They're very good when it comes to getting the ball from their line out. Hiron Andrews comes in at number 5 to join JJ van der Mesht. Andrews, I do like him at the Sharks there, but he has kind of fallen out of favor these days. But it's good to see him there for the Sharks as well, even though it is their second team. James Venter, very good to see him back from his very long-term injury. If you remember correctly, I think it was 2019 or 2020's start where he played so well for the Sharks. And also a guy that moved from the Lions to the Sharks. Emje Pelser, he's also a guy that's very good at breakdown time. So between him and Venter, it's going to be a big battle there. Emje Pelser has really kind of announced himself to South Africa these days when it comes to the breakdown time. Chatuka, also a guy that needs to be looked at because he is probably close to that mix of being picked for the 45-man squad of the Springboks. So he will want to play his heart out again this week around. Henko Venter at number 7 this week, moving from 8 to number 7. He's captaining the side this week around as well. Len Massane at number 8 versus Buthelezi. Jaden Hendrikse, another guy to look out for this week because I think he's also a guy that might be included in Rassi's team. Andre Warner at number 9. He's been good so far this season, but I think still Morne van der Berg is the better number 9 for the Lions. Jordan Hendrikse, the youngster, playing again against his brother Jaden Hendrikse. So that's always a big one between brothers there. Both of them starting this week around. Last time they both came off of the bench, so big one here. Mani Lebok at number 10. Marius Louw at number 12 versus Woodendal at number 12 for the Lions. Werner Kok, he's actually playing at number 13 this week. They actually signed him as a number 13, but that never happens because mostly they play him at wing, or when they play him at center, someone gets injured on the wing and they shift him out. Hopefully that doesn't happen this week again because I really want to see what he does on number 13. Similane at number 13, also a guy to look out for this week around. The hot stepper is also kind of playing himself into the fold of the 45-man squad as well. Mapimpi back for the Sharks at number 11. So happy to see that man's face back in South African rugby. He was missed for the Sharks. I think they haven't had a lot of try scorers on the wings for a while now. Pinker, he moves from 11 to 14, where I think he is a little bit better as well. Skosan at number 11 for the Lions and Makwane, both of them a little bit more busy in this last couple of weeks, especially Makwane. And then at number 15, Ewe Viljoen, he's been very good when it comes to carrying the ball for the Lions. I think he has the second most carries in the competition. And then Anthony Volmonk rounding out the Sharks' team at number 15. On the two benches, there's a lot of changes for the Sharks as well. Only the one change for the Lions, so they only made that one change in their whole 23-man squad. Mbata, Nche, and then Thomas Dway. That's the regular starters, starting front row on the bench for the Sharks there, so they can close out the game quite strong. PJ Botha, Dreyer and Ntlabakanye, they have quite a big task facing that front row. Ruben van Heerden, he's also been very good when it comes to line-out time. Willem Alberts, he's on number 19 for the Lions. He also brings the intensity up when he comes onto the park. So does a guy like Morne van der Berg at number 21. Fred Zeilinger, the experienced head, and Kriel as well, rounding out the bench for the Lions. Bolly, Williams, Chamberlain, and Ward is the rest of the guys for the Sharks there on the bench. Williams, he also brings a bit of intensity for the side. Chamberlain, he's back from his injury, and in Ward, we know he is one of the leaders in the Sharks' team, so they will welcome him onto the side when he comes on. Between these two teams, mostly the home team wins, as you can see from the stats. The Sharks, the problem with them, they are on a 2-match losing streak. The Lions, they lost 3 in a row, and then last week they got that surprise win over the Bulls that no one expected. So both of the two are on 2 different forms when it comes to this game. Let's see how this one comes out. The bookies do say the Sharks to win it, but I don't think so. With all those changes with the second team for the Sharks, I think the Lions could win this one. I think it's going to be a close one. Lions to win it by 3 points. Let me know your prediction in the comments below. Check out these videos next to me and then hit the subscribe button next to me. Cheers.